In order to equip citizens with knowledge and information on political parties' programs and help voters explore which political party is closest to their views, Election Compass Georgia 2024 was designed and implemented. Election Compass Georgia is a collaborative effort of Georgian and international institutions and countries' development partner organizations. Here are some main voices from the presentation.
It's really a pleasure to be here today with my colleagues from Germany, Ambassador Fischer, and from the EU, Ambassador Hertzinsky. We're here to launch Election Compass 24. And I want to say a little bit about what this tool does, because in an election campaign season, there's a lot of talk about political parties and political candidates, but the most important person in elections are the voter. The voter is the most important person in the Georgian elections coming up. And the Georgian public has a right to know what the parties who they're voting for represent and what policies they're voting for. And really, it is a sincere hope of the United States, and it's the reason why we're collaborating with Germany and the EU on this project, to ensure that Georgian voters get out, vote, that they know their vote is secret, that they know the election is fair, and that they know that the parties that they are voting for represent what they, the Georgian voters, want. So it's really a pleasure to launch this tool. I hope Georgians use it, and I hope Georgians take a good hard look at whoever they vote for and ensure that that vote is putting someone into office who will reflect the will and the desire of the Georgian people.
Today we're launching the Election Compass for Georgia. It's a tool that we're very familiar with in Germany. There we call it Wahlomat. At the last national election in Germany, 20 million people used it. You just type in what your interests are, what your political preferences are, and then it will indicate to you the position of the political parties. So I think it's very important to have such a tool that every citizen can inform themselves before they go to the election. And in a democracy, it is important that every citizen goes to the election and is well informed and makes a choice about their own future. It's a superpower that the citizens of a country have in their hands. So I'm delighted to be part of this with our Georgian friends before their election. The president of Georgia was a very welcome visitor in Germany. We're happy that she took the time to speak to the president of Germany about important issues. And those are all the details that I know about her visit. To join the European Union is a voluntary thing. No one is forced to join the European Union. No one must join the European Union. Georgia applied to the European Union, and you are very welcome to join. If you turn away, then you turn away, then you won't be a member.
Gamarjoba, today we are participating in the launch of so-called Electoral Compass. This is a non-partisan web-based tool developed by several Georgian civil society organizations with the support of international partners in order to help Georgian voters to make an informed choice what party to support during the upcoming elections. I'm really happy that as European Union we have been supporting this project, again, non-partisan web-based tool to help to understand better what party stands for what issues. I once again call on all Georgians to go and vote. Upcoming elections will be absolutely essential in determining the future of your country. It is for you, Georgian voters, to decide what party you will support, but it is for me to tell you, please go and vote. Your vote really, really matters. Action is absolutely what is necessary. I sincerely hope that the turnout during the upcoming elections on the 26th of October will be historic high, and you collectively will decide the future of your country. European Union is not part of the electoral process in Georgia. We are not running to be elected or re-elected. These are political parties, Georgian political parties that are competing with each other, and it will be for them to decide based on the outcome of the elections what government will be formed. On my side, as representative of the European Union in Georgia, let me once again call on all Georgians to go and vote. This is your constitutional right, but this is also your civic duty. Please go and vote. Your vote really matters. You will decide what country Georgia will be your future. The future of Sakartvelo is in your hands. With a breaking heart, I have to again tell you that 27 European leaders have decided in June, so several months ago, to stop Georgia's EU accession process in reaction to several difficult and troublesome developments that have happened here. I sincerely hope that after the elections, whoever will win the elections, we will very swiftly work together with the newly elected government of Georgia in order to restart Georgia's accession process. Unfortunately, in the last several months, a lot of time has been wasted. The accession process has been stopped. This is happening in the context of other countries, including Ukraine and Moldova, going fast forward on the EU integration path. We really need to catch up, and everything depends on the vote on the 26th of October. So again, I urge every Georgian citizen eligible to vote to exercise his or her right to go and vote. And as European Union, we have made crystal clear we are ready to work with any government of Georgia to be elected after the 26th of October elections. On our side, we have made it loud and clear. Our doors are open for Georgia. We are waiting for you. Let's not waste any one more minute. Let's restart Georgia's path towards EU membership. The choice is in the hands of Georgian people. It is for the Georgian people to decide what government they want to have. In case this government will be interested in EU's integration process of Georgia, on our side we are ready to work with any government democratically elected by the Georgian people on the 26th of October. Since you asked me about the recent electoral announcements of the ruling party, let me tell you and all the viewers loud and clear that European Union is based on certain values. Those values are non-negotiable. Those values are enshrined in treaties. This is freedom, democracy, rule of law, rights of minorities, and we sincerely hope that during the elections on the 26th of October, Georgian people will elect a new government that would stick to those norms. And let me say very openly, if Georgia will become one-party state, if Georgia will become a country in which political opposition is banned, if Georgia will become a place where civil society needs to go abroad to operate, if basic human rights, including rights of minorities, are not protected, then Georgia will not become a member of the European Union. Neither today, nor tomorrow, nor the day after tomorrow. These are non-negotiable principles that every current member state of the European Union and every future member of the European Union needs to strictly observe. We sincerely hope that the upcoming elections will be free and fair, that they will be competitive, inclusive, transparent, that they will be held up to the highest international and European standards, and I sincerely hope that this will be the case. However, in case they will be not held up to the best international standards, and this is what will be the opinion of international observers, local observers, we will be waiting for the assessment from OSCE ODIHR, then of course we will be ready to respond to any developments, including the worst case scenario of electoral violence and the possibility of rigging of the elections. This is what we have experienced in case of Belarus, and I sincerely hope that we will never experience this in case of Georgia. On the 26th of October, Georgians will have a possibility to express their opinion. I sincerely hope that the turnout will be really high, that people will go and vote, because yes, I agree, this will be historic elections that will decide on the future of Georgia. Georgian government has invited international long-term observation mission. This mission has already arrived. This mission is composed of observers coming from all OSCE member states, including all 27 EU member states. This is the international standard setting when it comes to electoral observation. We will be waiting for the assessment of OSCE ODIHR electoral mission, and they will tell us if the elections were free and fair. We sincerely hope that this will be the case. I have been living in Georgia for the last 2 years. Like many foreigners, I fall in love with Georgia. This is a great country, a country that is rightfully proud of its traditions, of its strive for freedom, a country famous of its hospitality and tolerance. I would simply say, let Georgia be Georgia. Please go and vote and choose the future that you want. The choice is yours, and we as the European Union will respect whatever choice in a democratic way will be made by Georgian people.
The Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.